Happy Sunday! Hey, come cook with me. And today we're making salmon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it Glutinous Salmon Diet Buster. Because it's going to be chock full of unhealthy stuff that's not good for you. But it's going to be delicious. Alright, let's go. I'm going to start off with the ingredients here. So you got the Thai basil, green onions, garlic, cilantro, lime, and then all the things I could find in the fridge, from oyster sauce to teriyaki, crushed mesquite, sesame. You got white wine, you got cornstarch, cumin, and a little sea salt. And of course, the main ingredient, which is a Sauté salmon. That's going to be deep fried and air fried to make it delicious and seared. Let's make our sauce. So first thing I'm going to do is I have some garlic cloves, and I'm going to make a whole bunch of them, and we're going to crush the garlic there, crush. And then we're going to add soy sauce, oyster sauce, or, oh yeah, oyster sauce is behind you, but we'll take the teriyaki sauce a little bit. Well, let's put sesame. Hold on a second. Okay, let's add some sesame oil, and then add some oyster sauce. And I'm going to add a little mesquite in there. Add some pepper. Give it a little oomph. And salt and pepper. Oh yeah, and then cut these and put it in there to kind of brine everything together. Alright, so I chopped all the cilantro, Thai basil, green onions. I'm going to put them all in there, and we're going to mix it into the slurry mix. Put some pepper in there. Put some goodness going there, and I might put some olive oil in there too to get, and that kind of helps coat it and give it a little more saucy flavor to coat onto the salmon. So look at it, it's nice and thick and all that. Let's add a little more soy. Perfect. Alright, let's go prepare the salmon. You know, I always like to clean my salmon, so I wash it first, put some lemon juice on it, and just washing it. It gets away some of the slime, and this one is actually not too bad, but usually what I'll do is I'll find some, and I'll get some tweezers to pull out some of the bones that the butcher sometimes leaves behind, but actually this one is actually pretty good. And you can tell by if you rub against the grain, you'll feel actually where bones are if there's any. And so now that I rinse it off, I'll pat dry it, and I'll squeeze some lemon in there, and that helps reduce some of the fishiness of any fish. Great method for prepping. So I pat dried the salmon. Next I'm going to take a lime, and I'm just going to squeeze it on top. Like that. And that will help get rid of all the fishiness smell of it all. And so that's all ready. Let me add some pepper on there. on there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bowl or something, put the salmon in there, and I'm going to coat it with my slurry. So, and I'm going to let that sit, and I put it in the fridge and let it sit for, you know, half an hour, whatever, until I'm ready to cook. This helps get all that flavor into the salmon, and then we'll be ready. So it doesn't really have to be too long. Just all you're doing is kind of marinating the salmon like that, and just keep it in the fridge. And then, you know, even like a couple minutes of doing this will be great for it. And then after that, we'll coat the cornstarch on it and deep fry it to seal in all the juices before we deep fry it. Alright, now that it's marinated a little bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off. All the things and put it in. Put it on a plate. Because what now I'm going to do is take cornstarch and I'm going to cover it with cornstarch. I'm actually going to do it both sides with cornstarch. So you got this side, plus you have the side with the skin on it, and that helps me sear it all. So there we go. And now I'm pretty much almost ready to actually grill it. So that's good. Cover it all. Let it absorb a little bit. Alright, we're going to heat this up, and you're going to see, sometimes you'll see the oil heat up a little bit, and when it's ready, we're going to add some onions, green onions in there. If I had more garlic, which I accidentally used up, I would put garlic in there too. There we go. High heat. I'm going to toast those up, and then once you'll smell the aroma coming up, you'll smell the aroma coming out. That's when you know it's ready to put the salmon there and let it sear. So good. Alright, I think it's ready for the salmon. So I'm going to put face down first. Let this sear that part, and then we'll flip it. Give it like a minute or two for it to like crisp on there, and then we'll flip it over. Alright, I'm going to flip it over. Sear on the bottom. That. See that? Nice and seared on both sides. And once that's done, I'm going to put it in a pan, getting ready in tin foil to put it into the air fryer. Now what you can do is also take some of the oil and put it on top to let it sear more if you think it needs a little more searing. On the top, like that, basting it, but I think it's really ready. You don't want to cook it all the way because the air fryer will cook some of that, so that should be good. Okay, what I want to do next is add some of my white wine. I am cooking up the rest of the sauce, sauteing it up, thickening the sauce. And then I'm gonna also pour that back onto this thing, back onto the salmon, but I'll probably not put it directly on there, maybe a light coating of it, but not covering it, because I want to keep the crispiness in there. Let's see how that's cooking up. Just thicken it up a little bit. It should be good. Okay, now the thing is there. I'm going to put it in here, but just on the sides. Hold on. Okay, trick is to base it around there, but not coat it so that the deep fryer or the air fryer can get cooked a little more. And now we're ready to put it in the air fryer. So this is what the air fryer I have looks like right now, and I'll just toss it in. There it goes. And that's the air fryer in there. And we're gonna let it cook until it fries. All right, there we go.